This is a song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is a song that. Welcome to Mustang Shopping with Lost Socket Garage. I am your host, Hunter Smith, and to lead off the day, I hope that I got that song stuck in your head, because for some reason it popped into mine before I hit go live. Now it's going to be in my head all day. I hope everyone is doing amazing. It is a kind of pretty Thursday afternoon where we're at. If you're new to the show, I'm Hunter. Every Thursday I jump on here and I go Mustang shopping. We cover values, we cover live listings, what's a good deal, what's not a good deal, all of the things, but most importantly, it's a good spot for you guys to throw in any of your questions or comments or anything like that. So if you have any, throw them into the chats. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, it helps us out a whole hell of a lot. So please consider subscribing. That'd be amazing. G07 Mustang, what's up, man? Where are you watching from? And don't say the toilet. I swear to God, do not say the toilet. All right, so one of the reasons that we do this show is because if you want to get into a Mustang, the pricing on them is kind of like all over the place, and it's difficult sometimes to identify if you're getting ripped off or not. This show kind of came to me when I was looking through a lot of like the MustangFastback for sale groups on Facebook Marketplace, and I would look at these listings knowing full well that the cars are worth it, but there'd be all these laughing emojis and stuff like that. This isn't worth it, it's a rust bucket. So what I really wanted to do is just kind of come in here and talk about some values and show some live listings. Guys, if the cars that I show today are fairly close to me, I'm more than happy to go out and look at them for you. Just LostSocketGarage@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. More than happy to discuss, finding a car for you, etc. We do specialize in coupe to fastback conversions, so you're going to hear me talk about values as far as conversions and all that good stuff. So when it comes to pardon me, Frank, what's up? That's in a different language. Hello to you as well. When it comes to classic car values, guys, we're not sponsored by anyone. I want to get that out of the way. We're not sponsored by anyone. So anything that I show on this show right now is just stuff that I found that's actually very, very helpful, and I'm sharing the tools with you. So, classic.com, basically what they do is they pull a bunch of data from a bunch of different auction websites, from like Hemmings to Bring a Trailer to pardon me, to like Meekum, Haggerty, like all of those, and they pull the sales data so you can actually look at what these cars sell for. So for example, if we want to come down here and take a look at the 68 Mustang Coupe, when talking about values, I like to look at the price data, right? This is the price data. A car, guys, a car is worth what someone's going to pay for it, okay? But this is what the majority of people are paying for 67 and 68 coupes. Your range is all over the place. The highest is like 61,000. I've looked at this on the show before. This one is like, it was made special for the owner of like a massive Ford dealership in California or some crap. That's why it sold for so high. But on average, based off of 243 sales over the last 5 years, the average sale price of a Mustang Coupe hardtop is 23 grand. Just what it is. So now, keeping that in mind, let's start jumping into some pricing and some listings, guys. Now, I use a couple of different ones. First off, I use KSL. That covers kind of like the Four Corners area here in the U.S. So this one, I usually don't have like a lot of listings on here. There are a few. I've showed a few before, so I'm going to kind of cruise through the KSL ones really quick. Then we'll take a look at some ones that are on Facebook. Chris, what's up, dog? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing awesome. Aw, thanks. We are the #1 channel. Yeah. One day I'll have a little YouTube plaque that says Lost Socket Garage, #1 YouTube channel. That's the goal. I think we can do it. Ulrich, what's up, baby? How are we doing today? Alf, what's up, baby? How are we doing? We're talking about some Mustangs. Guys, if you're in here right now, go to Alf's Mustang Garage YouTube channel and say hi from Lost Socket Garage. It's such an awesome channel. The dude does in-depth DIY how-tos. His channel's just awesome, man. Okay, so getting into it. We're going to lead off strong here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start off with a 1970 Ford Mustang GT 500. What's that from? FM 100. That's it. Got it. Okay, we're good. Now, you're going to pay $144,000 for this 1970 Ford Mustang GT 500. Cobra Jet R code. Boing. That's the car. That's the sound that this car makes. Like when it drives by, you just hear boing. It's probably louder than that. You probably can't hear the boings because, you know, 429 Cobra Jet. Sorry, 428 Cobra Jet. Okay, I just want to look at this one. You guys are probably like, well, you know, you should probably look up the value of this. I don't follow the Shelbys on classic.com. But I'm going to take a wild fucking guess that this is pretty on point with the pricing. Because, you know, how pretty are you? I can't handle, from 1969 to 1970, or 1969 on, I can't handle the dashes. I hate that, like, that massive center divide. I can't do it. Beautiful car, though. Anybody got 140 grand? Sorry. 144,000? 1965 Mustang base. Okay, now let's start talking about pricing as far as coupes. Now, I kind of typically break coupes down into two different categories. There are coupes that are worth it to just cruise around on the weekends. Like, you want a Mustang coupe, I want to drive it around. Like, that's one category. The other one is a category of coupe to fastback. Like, what are the coupes that I'm looking for? What metrics do they have to meet? For me to buy a coupe to turn it into a fastback. So we're going to talk about those. This, in the price range that it's at. Now, when we look at 1965, 66, 67, and 68, coupe pricing is probably, it's basically the same across the board. I think 67 and 68 is like 24 grand, and, you know, the coupes are 23 grand, it's like 23, 24 grand from 65 to 68. That's the average price of a coupe. So, first thing we look at here, dope. Ford Mustang base, 65. Right where we need to be as far as price. There it is. That was my Mustang base 6-cylinder. Not worth it. Sorry. No one wants these 6-cylinder cars. Like, I know that there are people out there that have built just rowdy 6-cylinder Mustangs, but like, if this was something, I've shown this one a couple of times before. If this was something where you already had like a conversion for like 5-lug, and you had brakes and you had everything to do the conversion, and you had a motor, this might be a good buy. But it looks really good, but it's a hard sell at 18 grand with a 6-cylinder motor. So I am so sorry, Adam in Harriman. You need to come down on price a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at this one. This one, guys, I've shown this on the show like months and months ago. I actually went out and looked at this car. This one's interesting because the price range that it falls into, $7,500, guys, for just a shell coupe that I am going to cut in half and turn into a fastback, kind of what I'm looking at is right around the $3,000 to $8,000 range. And anything additional that comes with the car above and beyond that is kind of a bonus. Okay, I've actually gone out, I've talked to this guy, I've gone out and looked at this car. This is in really, really good condition. This would fall in the category of coupe to fastback conversion. Solid deal on this one, $7,500. Again, if it's something where like you want me to look at the car for you, or if you're interested in getting a donor for a coupe to fastback conversion, I'm happy. I do offer brokerage services. I'm happy to go look at the cars for you, etc. This one, however, memory serves, it has some other stuff. Clean title, however, it is lost, and I haven't gone through the process to get it yet. We're going to talk about that here in a second, because there's a story there. Disassembled. 8-inch rear end, original i6 3-speed manual, 22-gallon tank. Fuel lines has been 5 lugs swapped because he was going to do a V8, obvi. The car itself, like I said, I've given this car a once over, and it's in really good condition from a rust perspective. So good candidate here. This was my concern. So the title stuff is difficult. You can get the title stuff taken care of as long as you have the appropriate paperwork. But when I approached this guy initially, he said the same thing, and then I had this car sold for another customer, but I was waiting for this guy to mail out and get the title, but he never did. And he never got back to me on it, so I just kind of floated it down the river. Now it's relisted. So if this is something, it's a solid price. It's a good candidate. But if you reach out to this guy, or if you want me to reach out, the first thing I'm going to say is, hey, did you get that fucking title yet? It's been months. Let's see. This one, actually, I might have already sold this one to a different client. So don't look at that one yet. Or look at it. You can look at it. I can build you another one, but like, that one's probably sold. Don't look at it. Let's talk about fastback pricing, okay?
Fastback pricings are slightly different than your coupe. Your coupe pricing, as some of you may know out there.
Hello. Okay. So this is the pricing for a 65 to 66 fastback. Now, I stress that because a 67 and a 68 fastback is on average much more expensive, like 20 grand more than a 65, 66. Tell me what you like in the chat below, guys. Do you like 65, 66 style? Do you like 67, 68 fastbacks? What do you guys like? Put down below. On average, people like 65 to 66 fastbacks, about $52,000 worth. So that's the average price. A lot of data points on this one. 362 sales over the last 5 years. 52 grand is the average price. Of course, you're going to have these outliers. Like there's some K codes that went up. I'm pointing to the screen like you guys can see me right now. But like you'll find when you go to Classic and you're looking at these market reports, you're going to find a lot of them in a row. That typically means that Meekum happened. And this looks like there was like a collection that was sold off. So these bad boys, these K codes went for 80, 100 grand. So that's obviously going to throw off the price a little bit as far as the average is concerned. But we're right in that right now. Okay, so we're right in that. So average is 52. This one is at 54.9. Let's see what it is. Act now. 65 Mustang Fastback. Factory color Ragoon. Very, very clean. 302 motor, 4-speed trans. Very nice paint. Great looker and driver. Very nice paint. Very nice paint, good looker and driver, very nice paint and interior, very nice paint, strong runner, very nice paint. It doesn't say very nice paint that much, but like he said it a couple of times, so now I'm gonna talk shit. Statistically speaking, you guys like it better when I talk shit. There are metrics to prove that. I don't want to get into it. I did a rant video and you guys actually like interacted and liked my rant video a lot better than any of my actual content that furthers progress of society. And that's what I appreciate about you guys is this is a beautiful car. Great paint. Great paint on this car. Okay. Not great paint all over this car. So I mean, it looks like it's in really, really good condition. We're right along as far as value is concerned. I'd be happy to go look at this. This is in Midway, probably, it's like half hour, 45 minutes away from me. Yeah. All right, moving on. No, not that We are not looking at Tokyo Drift again. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay, we're going to cruise over to the Mustang page on Classic Fastback Mustangs for sale. You know what's jacked up? When you're part of like a bunch of Mustang groups, like all of them have the same name, but they're just worded differently. It's kind of like Mexican food where it all has the same ingredients. It's just presented a little bit differently. Like one will be Classic Fastback Mustangs for sale. The next one will be for sale Classic Fastback Mustangs. The next one will be Mustang Fastback Classic for sale. The next one will be like for Mustang sale Fastback Classic. You guys get the point. I'm sorry. The Ritalин's gone at this point. It has left the building. If you guys are enjoying the content at all, like, subscribe. It's the easiest, freest way to support the channel. Share the show with your friends or on sites like this because I get banned every time I damn do it. If you want to support the show further, leave a super like or a tip below. Again, it pays for the whiskey and it's amazing. So thank y'all for all of your support. That's my plug. That's my... Oh, no, I have to plug something. I have to plug something else. That's what she said. I am so sorry. We got a video coming out, man. Oscar has left the building, and I finally did a supercut of Oscar and wrapped it all up into a nice little bow with, again, some extra trivia for you guys. So stay tuned. After the live ends, I think that the video is going to be available to the public. If you guys are part of our community, which you can join below on YouTube or on Patreon, you get to see the videos ahead of time. It was released a little while back. But if you're not part of the community, no worries. It's free. Just stay on our YouTube channel afterwards and watch the video. It's kind of an amazing transformation. All right, let's catch up on comments. I have a 67 Fastback in need of changing to Shelby 500. What in need to change the parts? Shoot me an email, LostSocketGarage@gmail.com. We can kind of cover some stuff with you. It really depends on how true you want to be. Like if you're trying to make a clone, there's a lot of different stuff that's involved versus just making it look cool like a Shelby, if you know what I mean. 67, 68 is the best. 67 is the best. Wes, what's up, baby? Would you hear me try to not sell your car because I think I already sold your car? I'm like, hey, don't look at that. I'm not a good marketer. I wish I was better at marketing. 65 to 68, no 69 and 70. Man, the 69s are kind of growing on me. Giggity. I go back and forth. I really do. It's hard for me. 65, 66 due to the better headroom and getting in. Oh, yeah. So one of the things you can do for a 67, 68 is you use the 65, 66 seat risers. Drops it down, gives you about an inch of headroom. Do you still have merchandise? Yes. Yes, we do have merchandise. You want a sneak peek? You want a sneak peek? Guys, do you want a sneak peek? Okay. I was going to tell you guys about this a little bit later in the show, but I am about to order these. We're getting new hoodies and we're getting new hats. If that's something you guys are interested in, if you want to shoot me an email, I don't have them on the website yet because I'm trying to kind of streamline that process and I'm a fairly busy dude. But if you guys want to pre-order a hoodie or a hat, shoot me an email, LostSocketGarage. And if you pre-order it, I'll throw in some free swag. Okay, moving on. Again, this is Classic for Sale Mustang Fastback Classic for Sale page. You guys see it. Okay, let's look at this one. This is a really, really good example of why I wanted to do this show, guys. For sale, 65 Mustang Fastback, driven 100,000 miles. How do you even take that serious, man? It has been driven exactly 100,000 miles. Sure it has. Sure it has. For sale, 65 Fastback. Very little rust, if any. Okay, I see rust right now, and I haven't even blown up the pictures yet. Car was born a 6-cylinder. Aw. I bought the car to build with grandson. Aw. A few years, and that went south. Aw. 408 stroker, Brodex heads, TKX 5 speed from Sterling, hydraulic clutch. Okay, so this is a Lego car with some serious fluff and upgrades. He's selling it for $25,000. Okay. This right here, kids, is why the laughy faces, I'm sorry, man. It bugs me because it's like, I mean, this car is worth it. I'm going to pick this car apart though. I'm sorry. Who is this? AJ Palmer. I'm going to pick apart the ad a little bit, but I am going to tell you that it's probably worth this much. So, taking a look, it says very little rust anywhere. That's obviously not the case right off the bat. Just from this far away picture, we're at a 10-foot, this is about a 10-foot car right now. We're 10 feet away. You have rust right here. The cowl, I don't know what's going on with the cowl here. It looks different. But right here, you guys see this? That's Bondo. Okay? And you see this little rust trail right here? That means that underneath here is also rusted. It's the same thing here. The rust, like, it'll get really bad, but it spans out. It kind of leaks out from where it's actually from. So when you see these little telltale traces of rust, it's not a terrible fix, but if it gets into the rocker, it's more of a pain in the ass. Bro, give me more pictures. Freak ride down. Oh, this is the rear suspension. Damn, girl. And here, okay, look at this door. So your door's rotted out. Repop doors suck. Quarter panel, again, you just can't say very little rust, if any, when you can see it from 10 feet away. That is not to say that this is not a good deal. At 25 grand, I think this is a good deal because we already established 65, 66 fastbacks are coming in at like 50 some odd grand. This is obviously a resto mod project. Depending on the metalwork that needs to be done, if you were doing this yourself, if you could do all the metal work, if you could do all the interior and get all that done, you could probably be out of this car for 60 grand, 70 grand, highly modified. Like, I think it's a good deal. I think people are giving them a shit. But yeah, I'll come build it with you. I wish my granddad would have done that. Aw. Okay, this dickhead right here. I'll give you $7K just for the car. Keep everything else. Come on, bro. VIN number's worth $7 grand. All right, catch it up on chat. Can you make a 65, 66 Mustang convertible into a fastback? Yes. Danny, thank you for asking this question. I get asked this question actually fairly often. Yes, in short, you can. The question you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Okay. If we take the money out of it, okay, the value of it out of it, performance wise, it's a good upgrade because your convertible comes with, the extra torque box. It comes with the thicker gauge floor. I believe there's an extra support in there. It's much more of a rigid car. So when you put on the inner structure, etc., you're starting from a stronger base, which is dope. That's awesome, right? The issue is that if we come back in here and we look at, let's see, you were asking about 65, 66 convertibles. These average are still selling for $36,000 to $40,000. I think the 67 and 68s are selling for around 40 grand. So it becomes less, there's less of like a value add there, because if you were just to restore it as a convertible, if it's in fairly decent shape, you could get more money out of it, if that makes sense. Type below if that makes sense. Rob, what's up, man? How are we doing? Hola, como estas? I would look hard at the floors. Yeah, no, that's true. I assume you're talking about this. I'd be, yeah, that fastback, I'd be looking hard at the floors. 70 Mach 1 for 50 grand, 351 Windsor, 4-speed transmission. I like it. I think the pricing is decent on that. Cruising through. I'm running behind a little bit. I want to get into some marketplace stuff. 69 coupe. What are we looking for out of this one? 40 grand? Oh, he's a fat. Okay, sorry. I was not there. 40 grand for 69 fastback. I don't mind it. Up for sale. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, 120 grand. This is what 120 grand will get you. 347 stroker, hydraulic clutch, 4-wheel power steering, shaved drip rails. So you can spend 120 grand here if you're married to the 67, 68 with kind of a Shelby look to it. Or you could spend, I get it, it's a 65, 66, but you could spend 25 grand and have a lot of that performance shit that you just need to install. So, I don't know. That is for you to decide. I am simply here to entertain you. I started Russian and went Tony Montoya. I don't know why I did that. 65 fastback, 70 grand. Fuck. Verified GT, not a tribute. I mean, I get it. GT is cool and everything like that, but 70 grand, I feel like we're heavy there. No, I am not a dealer. I do not offer financing my personal vehicle, selling my GT 500 Eleanor. 170 grand for an Eleanor, kids. I can't tell you how many, like, everybody wants a Coyote swapped Eleanor. No one wants to spend the money to make it. Like, they're so fucking expensive, man. They are so expensive to make. You're going to spend so much money building an Eleanor from the ground up, especially to have it done right. I'm not going to get on the Eleanor soapbox. I'm just happy I can say Eleanor. Eleanor, Eleanor, Eleanor. Eleanor, Eleanor, Eleanor. Eleanor, Eleanor, Eleanor. I'm a DJ in my spare time. They call me DJ Eewee Eewee. Good entry-level fastback, 46.5, great price. What is this? 289 C4 automatic GT wheels. Aftermarket AF, AM, FM. I like that. If you guys are close to Manassas, Virginia, check this one out. That's a good price. Great price for a 68. Yeah, it is. Todd. Wait. Todd. I'm going to get my keyboard. We're going live. We're commenting live today once again. What I said! Exclamation point. What's up? We're getting stuff done here on LostSocketGarage today. Okay. Let's do some marketplace. Before we do, guys, if you enjoyed the content at all, please subscribe, like, do the algorithm stuff. You guys know what it takes at this point. I don't. You probably do, though. If you want to support the shop any further, consider leaving a super like to our whiskey fund down below. You can also join our Patreon or our community on YouTube, get access to videos ahead of time. Also, shoot me an email if you want to pre-order your hoodie, Lost Socket Garage hoodie, our Never Tamed hoodie. I think it's pretty dope. I think that's a dope hoodie. I'm super partial. I already had this hoodie made, but it looks a little bit different. I put my little running man on front, but I really like that hoodie. But if you want to, if you want to pre-order your hoodie, LostSocketGarage@gmail.com, or a hat. I'll throw in some free swag as well on top of it. Dude, we have so much stuff in the shop right now. I can't even. A case of the cowls broke out, and so we're doing like 2 cowls right now, and it's turning into a dash on one, and then we got the 69 that we just got a ton of parts for. Giggity. We got the F1. We have so much stuff. And I have a broken Subaru. So if anybody wants a broken Subaru wagon, I got one of those. It's broken because it's a Subaru. Okay. Rob, any contact with HB? Harry Burroughs? No, nothing yet. He hasn't reached out. I keep meaning to reach out, but I assume him and I are both very, very busy Mustang fellows. I don't know if the dude has a YouTube channel, but when I'm not cutting metal, I'm doing YouTube stuff, so I assume he's busy, man. So he'll probably get out to me sooner or later. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. 66 Ford Mustang Coupe for $19,500. Again, we're in that price range. We want to be like 19 to 24 for a nice running driving coupe. If you're looking to turn it into a fastback, you want to be much less than that. Okay, this is for those of you out there that just want a nice, solid running driving coupe in great condition to cruise around in. This could be your Mustang. 1966. Fully restored, built 302. Rebuilt C4, fully restored interior, centerline wheels. I do like the wheel. I do like the centerline wheels a lot. How do you guys like those wheels? Tell me. Tell me. Right now. Tell me. How do you like those wheels? Power steering, power front disc brakes. I like it. 20 grand, guys. Let's see half the shit that people are buying for 20 grand these days. This is beautiful for that price. Interior looks good. This is a new dash. I said that really weird because I got Rockstar stuck in my throat. I apologize. Rockstar gives you burps. Anybody else ever go through like the phase where you're drinking like a certain energy drink or something like that? Like I was into like the flavored Rockstars for a while, but I had to change it back to like the OG battery acid one. Just need to change it up a little bit. This, I believe, is not going to be like a form-fitting dash. This is going to be like a hard plastic dash. At least that's what it looks like. So there could be some fitment issues. Normally, there are fitment issues with that type of dash. I don't know, though. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just the picture. Well done, car. Like I just don't see anything that needs to be done at 20 grand. I love it. Lori Smith of Peyton, Colorado, I think you're asking a fair amount for your Ford Mustang. Let's get into a 67. Okay, price $8,000. What am I looking for at $8,000? I'm looking for a solid roller, a really solid roller at $8,000. Clean title, no torque box damage, preferably. Floor is okay if it's jacked up. I'm looking for a solid roller at $8 grand. Now, some of you might look at this next picture and be like, oh, no, there you go. It's not a solid roller. No, I love this shit. This is beautiful. Because I would cut this in half and turn it into a fastback. You know why? Because I can drive down the price by saying, man, this rear quarter panel, it looks like birthday cake. It looks like there's putty. Yeah, this is jacked up. I don't even know what the hell is going on with my act. Whoa, timeout. Comes with a newly built 302. I love the price so much more now. I forgot about this car. Newly rebuilt. Disc brakes 302. H-block heads, not numbers matching. Guys, this would be a solid buy for a coupe to fastback conversion because you got your motor squared away. You got part of your interior squared away. You'll need a new dash. There's going to need to be a floor to firewall patch, which CJ Pony Park sells. Your floor, you might be able to get away with the floor. This actually doesn't look that bad at all as far as the floor is. Can't really see anything else about the car, though. Coupe to fastback conversion, I like. Let's see. Moving on, 45,000. Is this one we've looked at? Oh, this is not one we've looked at. Okay, dope. 65 fastback. Again, 65 fastbacks. They're going for 50 grand, you know, in tippy-toppy. You know, we want to be 50, 55 in very good condition. This one is starting off strong. 45 grand, Golden Valley, Arizona. I love Arizona cars.
Because it's in the desert, so you know there's probably not going to be a lot of rust.
Side piped. I like where his head's at with this. I like loud exhaust. I'm an exhaust guy. You know how, like, the women are always like, are you a boob guy? Are you a butt guy? What kind of guy are you? I'm an exhaust guy. Like, for cars, exhaust. What are you guys? Well, what's your favorite part of a car? Tell me in the chat below or the comments if you're watching this later. Love these gauges. I was such a junkie for white face gauges until, I don't know, probably still am, honestly. There's just not much better than just like pro comp white face gauges. I'm sorry. 1965 Viper Red Ford Mustang Fastback 69 450 horsepower 351 Windsor motor 10.5 to 1 pistons. Double pumper carb. 5-speed Trimic. That's not how you spell Trimic. There's an E there, right? There's an E there. E. 3-inch exhaust. I won't rip them apart on that. The pictures speak for themselves. It rips. Looks like it rips. 45 grand. Solid driver. I don't have any concerns about this car so far. Do you guys? Do you guys have any concerns about this car? That's really clean. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like it. 45 grand. That's a deal I'll take all day. G07 Mustang, I'd pick exhaust over stereo. Yeah, stereo is a hard one. I was definitely into stereos for a hot minute, but
That's how you picked up chicks in high school, right?
well, that one's sold. Fine. Sold for 2 grand. Someone got a killer deal on this. Oh, oh man, if they bought this for 2 grand, someone got a fucking killer deal on this for 2 grand. No engine or trans, C code. So 2500 with 2500 with the engine and transmission. Damn, someone killed it. 71 Mach 1, 65. What are we looking at here? 65 coupe, good condition. What's going on with the hood? With the Cruise-O-Matic, not Cruise-O-Match transmission. Runs, drives, 289, 4-speed automatic, redone interior. Hood's kind of jacked up. That could be adjusted, though. Oh, man. That's nice interior. I fluff hate white interior, though. Oh, look at that. That's a cool little touch. Put the old, that stuff. Put that stuff, you know? That stuff on the hood. The heat shield stuff. Oh, my God. Is it fucking Friday yet, people? How's everyone doing right now? Right now, how are you? 67 Ford Mustang. Let's take a look at a coupe. A sideways coupe. Guys, oh my God, this is my fucking pet peeve. Just rotate it. Okay, in all fairness though, if he rotated this picture like a this, I think it'd still be crooked. It would just look like it'd be rolling down the hill instead of rolling up the hill. Why can't this guy pick an angle? Raul Gonzalez, can you pick an angle, please? 23 grand. Okay, so 23, 24 grand. With that, again, we need a really, really solid running driving coupe. It needs nothing done to it. That's the price range we're in. And, I mean, we got to really love it. 67, let's say clean interior, exterior. Engine was rebuilt. New rear center console. Spring shocks, runs really well. It looks like this was fairly well restored. Cross-drilled, slotted. New leaf springs. Solid cruiser, guys. If this runs and drives really well, and as long as it's a clean title. Guys, look at the VIN number. Look at the VIN. Look at the VIN. Look at the VIN. This guy has a one-of-one car because his VIN number is I don't have it with me. Raul, you are completely forgiven for your camera angles because of that VIN number. Moving on. All right, all right, all right. 67 coupe. Okay. His price is $67.67. I don't know. So if I was selling a 67 coupe and I decided to be funny and make my price $67.67, I think I would actually have to sell it for $6,767 exactly. Like I would need to have that on the bill of sale. I would need to have that transaction in my bank account. Because if you're going to go all the way and list it for $67.67, oh, it's a part out? Oh, it's a part out. Wow. Okay. This guy had me monologuing on his price, and it's a part out. Dude, if he just sell the whole damn thing for $6,700, that's a great deal. Okay. Whoa, okay. Whoa, Nelly. It doesn't have a floor. It has the beginnings of a floor. It's growing a floor. That's just a flat patch. That's not cool. This is the this is the CJ Pony Parts drop-in. That goes a little bit up the firewall, but it looks like you'll still need the Florida firewall patch as well on this one. Fort Collins, Colorado. That patch is dog shit. The rest looks pretty decent, though. Solid candidate for a coupe to fastback conversion if he's selling the full car. Yes. Don't forget, guys, if you have not subscribed, comment, like, help out the algorithm. If you guys are hanging out with me live, type in the chat. Be like, hello, Hunter. I'll be like, what's up? You guys want a 78? I mistakenly clicked on that. I don't even want to look at a 78 Mustang. They destroyed cars in the 70s. 65 coupe for 18 grand. Factory air, automatic transmission, 289, pony interior. Just needs a new home, you know? Sometimes you go out there, you have a 65 Mustang that you're selling for $18,000, and sometimes it just needs a new home. I love the color. I know it's weird because, like, looking at cars on Facebook Marketplace, on YouTube Live, I start doing this a lot. Like I'm actually looking at the car, like I'm trying to get a better angle on it. Oh, me. Oh, what's up? 18 grand. Interior is ugly as shit, but it looks good. Like, in good condition. Sun-worn. Yeah, 18 grand, I like it. Jed, what's up, baby? How we doing, man? Thanks for doing this. It helps us. Nice, man. I'm happy to do it. I enjoy doing this stuff. So thanks for supporting. This is the one... I think we looked at this one. Did we look at the... Yeah, this is bigger pictures of the one we looked at earlier. Full build, 120 grand. It's a beautiful car. Like... It's a beautiful build. And honestly, I think it's worth every penny. And 120 grand, like, I get it. It's a lot, but it's fluff and worth it. These things are expensive, ladies and gentlemen. This hobby is expensive. You can't do this hobby cheaply because it just ends up getting rusted and resold. And then someone buys it, and then they resell it on KSL, and then some dude on YouTube starts covering the stuff. Henderson, Nevada. Henderson. Regional. California black plate car. Nicely packaged 302 V8. Numbers matching. At 8 grand, I really don't think it's numbers matching, like, means a fucking hill of beans. Like, honestly, I like numbers matching. Coupe to fastback conversion? Yeah, I like the price. It looks like a clean car. It's a Nevada car, or supposedly originally California car. And you never know what you're gonna get, because there could be anything in this trunk. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I found crack rock in a car we were doing a coupe to fastback conversion in? I found crack rock. Okay, so it wasn't... We didn't verify that it was crack rock, okay? Because A, I don't know what crack rock looks like. I don't even know if crack rock is the correct term for crack rock. But it was like a little clearish, yellowish crystal rock that was in a tiny little baggie, and it was in the trunk of a car. So either someone believed in crystals or... crystal meth. 1960. Oh God, that is a stance, ladies and gentlemen. Vinyl top car. You know what vinyl top cars are good for? Chris, you want to chime in here and tell me what vinyl top cars are good for? You poor guy. It's gonna be so pretty. It's already pretty. I love this front spoiler. I like it better on the 69s. I don't like it on the 67 just because it... That's a little. This look is a little bit much for me. On the 69 has a bigger front nose, so it kind of warrants that front diffuser. Conversions, Chris. Yes. Vinyl top cars are good for conversions. 17.5. 302, high performance Edelbrock aluminum racing heads, roller rockers 351 cam, supported by a Tremec 5-speed transmission and a 9-inch relar, and has been daily driven and owned for 14 years. This car screams, cut me in half. He's got the amp in back. Okay, I love coupes. I love coupes that have rust right around this area, because you can go to the guy and be like, well, you know that's going to need a quarter panel patch, and the wheel wells are probably rusted behind it, and it helps drive down the price. And then you bring it to me and I cut it in half. There's no way there's not rust under this car. No way. Wes, yes, they are good for rusting. Let's see, Josh, is 17 grand a good conversion car? Please tell me it's too high. Oh, for this one? Yeah. I mean, yeah. On this one, yeah. I don't know. I would have to like everything else about it, because this is a modded car, right? So what we're looking at using of this car is literally just everything but this bit, right? So if you like the motor, the trans, if everything else on this car is really, really good, I still think 17.5 is higher. I think you can do it cheaper, especially since you're still going to have to repaint this car after you turn it into a fastback. So 17.5 is a little high. Running, driving coupe, I'm looking at like 13 grand. If I'm going to chop it in half and turn it into a fastback, I'm looking at like 13 grand. 22 grand in Havasu. Ooh, you are pretty. 289. Oh, it's gold. We love gold cars here, and it's a vinyl top. Sorry, I'm sorry, Chris. I'll throw it. Okay, there. I took it off the screen. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Call it out, ladies and gentlemen. What are we looking at? We're not looking at this. This is two cars. This is two cars, one guardrail. Dude, I'm going to make a YouTube movie. I'm going to call it Two Cars, One Guardrail. You guys know what that is referencing. You know goddamn well what that is referencing. I'm going to get a notification that's saying YouTube is pulling ads from my channel because I used Two Cars, One Guardrail. This is a donor car. The guardrail car is a donor car, or basically it's two cars for $6,500. Don't do it. It's a trap. Maybe it's not a trap. No, it's a trap. Don't do it. 3 grand. Okay, here's what you want to do. Okay, I wish that you could do like climate as far as like filtering out stuff, because I would do like 3 grand and desert climate. 65. Desert car. For like 3 grand. 3 grand. Probably needs a new tail panel. That's not a huge deal.
I just got some guys on my show in the shop real quick, okay?
Hold on, YouTube world. I have people interrupting my live show. Yes, go show him cool stuff in the far superior shop.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go next door.
Okay. There's a shop next door called Projects and Dreams. I called it Hopes and Dreams for the first like 3 years we were here. They're great fucking guys. They LS swap everything. Amazing people. There's more rust on this car than I would like to see out of a desert car. Still 3 grand. Okay, so when looking at this, someone's tried to patch this, I think. Otherwise, this is bubbled up really bad. But a full floor for this car is like $400 or $500. Okay, this is if you're doing it yourself. Full floor is like $400 or $500. So don't let floors scare you. And prioritize doing a full floor over doing drop-ins. because it's easier. Cheaper on labor, too. Oh, look. Okay. This is not... okay, this is frame rail. But if you guys are ever trying to buy these are forward floor supports that attach to the frame rail. But these are always fucked up. So the fact that these are looking pretty good, if you're close to Las Vegas, someone's got to be closer to Las Vegas. That's a good deal if you want to do a coupe to fastback conversion. Solid deal. I'm not even going to show that one. I'm going to show it. It's not a nugget. It's okay. Uh-oh, it is a nugget. Uh-oh, it's a nugget. Guys, we found a nugget. There's a nugget. It's a golden nugget, guys. We found a nugget. And he's not selling it for $100,000, contrary to popular belief. Okay, so there's some new viewers here. But we are building a golden nugget for one of our just wonderful, beautiful viewers here that might still be hanging around. This shit is always fucking rotted because it's a vinyl car. We were talking about this. This is what I was referencing earlier in the show. We're turning this car into a fastback. When I made the announcement that I was turning it... when I made the announcement I was turning it into a fastback, some dude lit me up and was like, "Ooh, this car's worth like $100,000, blah, blah, blah." And so that's the rant video. See, we went full circle. I brought this hour-long show back full circle. We're back at the top. Go check on the channel. I did a rant video where I just teed off and showed him the science. 68 nugget. This thing's still going to need a little bit of work. What in the country fried fuck is happening here? What? Chris, do you see this? Are you seeing this right now? This is what you should be... That's a train horn, ladies and gentlemen. This fully upgraded golden nugget with a train horn. 26 grand. It's in the price range that we want. It's a... I love the license plate. If you could get the license plate off of him as well. It's a rare car. There was only like 480 something made. I did a whole series on the Nugget. You should check it out. It's a really cool car. The pain in the ass is it's just not worth a lot of money. Because it's a coupe. All right. Let's see. I live in Pittsburgh. Do you know of a shop near me that does a conversion? I have a 67 coupe for 30 years. I have it as a rolling chassis, and it's been that way for 10 years. In Pittsburgh, no, but you're more than welcome to ship it out to me, and I'd be happy to cut it in half and turn it into a fastback for you. If you have questions on it, LostSocket, damn it, I gotta look over. LostSocketGarage@gmail.com. Just shoot me an email. More than happy to kind of walk you through it and see if we can't come up with some options for you. 73 for $300. Don't like it. Don't look at this car. I think I already sold it. And Wes, it took me this long to realize that you left fingerprints on the trunk. Come on, man. What are you, new? Noob. Rookie mistake. Aw, thanks, Chris. That one looks familiar. That's ours. We offer coupe to fastback services. If you have a coupe, we'll turn it into a fastback for you. We can also source coupes, like I'm doing right now, to turn into a fastback for you and ship it out to you. And then we sell rollers sometimes when I'm feeling froggy. I actually do have one out right now that I took in on trade. That car is going to be coming up soon. The car's name is Tex. We're going to turn it into a fastback. We're going to sell it as a roller. Reach out now if you want me to customize it for you. We could do like Shelby stuff. I don't know why I'm whispering. I have lost all control at this point. No, I wanted to look at this yellow one. This one's pretty. Okay. The thing that I love about the 65 and 66, it just looks shorter. It's more compact, but it's got that square rear end. I just love a 65, 66 fastback. Time the fuck out. Collector, but wait, 42 grand? Okay. Wow. That's got some stuff going on to it. I don't know. I need to see some paperwork on that. Which website are we searching on? Currently we're on Facebook Marketplace, which I have narrowed it down through many, many moons and many, many cycles on the toilet of scrolling through my algorithm to identify like the stuff that I look for. If I just type in Mustang really in the Facebook Marketplace. You guys want to see my algorithm? I'll show you my algorithm. This is the shit that pops up on my algorithm. Please don't be weird. Okay, just random shit. Like, this is dope. Ram American Wagon. I don't know what the shit that is. It looks cool, though. I want to throw an LS in it. 65 Chevelle. Sign me up. 63 International Scout. Yeah, throw a Coyote in it. That's beautiful. What else do we got here? 1949 Ford F1. I don't need that. I have one 20 feet away from me. We are going to be building an F1, which is pretty dope. You can see my algorithm is very eclectic. I want this truck, though. I could buy a plane. I could buy a Bel Air. I could buy an Advan RG2. Oh, those are just wheels. Just kidding. Dude, my algorithm is weird. Okay. All right. So as far as websites that I search on, get back with you, Jed. KSL is kind of Four Corners area because we're in Salt Lake City, Utah. Facebook Marketplace is where I go primarily for everything. I don't do Craigslist because Craigslist still scares me. You know, I just feel like I'm going to catch something just by going on to Craigslist.com. You can also use classic.com when you come in here. And again, we're not sponsored by them. I just like the tool. You can actually click on this shit and find ones that are for sale. So that's an option for you. Next question. After you convert, do you have a body shop local to you for the next step? Yes. We have a couple of body shops. And we're working with some other shops local to us to be able to finish builds. Primarily, we only handle metalwork right now just because we're a fairly small shop. But if you have questions about all that stuff, feel free to reach out. LostSocketGarage@gmail.com. I'm happy to get you set up and answer any questions that you have. Now, on to the picks of the week. It's actually one pick of the week. And it's just the thing that I found that I really want. Derry's not in today, so we don't have Derry's pick of the week. So this is getting kind of anticlimactic. But this is LostSocketGarage's pick of the week. Please, someone buy this for me. 1937 International truck, $3,500. Look at you. What are you? You're an International on an 06 King Ranch frame. Doesn't have a motor and trans, but I bet we could find something very creative to put into that. And yeah, I could tow Mustangs around with that. Do you guys, what's that independent car? Wasn't that a skate brand back in the day? That was how you knew you were hardcore, is if you wore shirts with like this brand on it. Whatever that brand is. I don't remember. I'm off topic, kids. I gotta go. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Like, subscribe, help the algorithm. If you enjoyed this, consider joining our community on YouTube. Get access to our videos early, but stick around after this because in about 2 minutes, jump on our channel. We're releasing the newest video, the finale of Oscar, watching Oscar go home. It's a super cut. It's a hell of a journey. And I'm happy to take that journey with you. So until next time, do what you love. Don't be a dick. And as always, never be tamed. Peace.